So I knew Amber in high school. It was my senior year, her junior year. I think it took me 3 times to actually ask her out and actually to get a date.
Took a few times and I finally gave in, and from that point forward, it was history. We were inseparable all the time. We got married in 2009, May of 2009, and we decided to enjoy married life for a little while without kids. We had Dallin in 2012, and then we decided to grow our family more and had Brooklyn in 2017.
We had an older boy, a younger girl. We're living American dream, guys. Sometime during that, you figure out that the person that you marry is not the person to fix all your problems.
Matt was on the force and would work a lot of daytime shifts, nighttime shifts, depending on the schedule. And we just kind of drifted apart over the time.
There was lust towards other people, relying on other people to answer questions that you should have relied on your spouse to answer. Everything started going down the wrong path when I let those conversations go from conversations to text messages.
One night I found his phone that he left out, and there were text messages there that no one ever wants to see, of communications with other females, and my trust was broken at that point.
From there, it was hard to come back from.
We continued to kind of just live life every day like it was, with no changes. We never fought, we never argued, even through the tougher times. We just kind of put our blinders on and continued to live life. And finally, it was our daughter's first birthday, and it was just to that point to where he said, I can't do this anymore. I can't continue to live like we're this happy family looking in, and we're not.
I said I was done, and I walked out of our marriage, and I left her here with 2 kids.
And so we separated. That was January of 2018. And then, through that time, we said, okay, we're going to try to work on this and we're going to do that. But that was unfortunately a lot of talk on both of our ends. We didn't put in the work that was needed to work on our marriage. So ultimately, our divorce was final in July of 2018.
So we were both living our separate lives. It took about a year, and we were both in serious relationships. I was dating a girl, and her father had reached out to me. He had given me a Bible and said, hey man, you really need to be the man inside this relationship. You really need to be the spiritual leader. And it was one of those things that at that portion of time, God spoke to me and God said, hey, you need to be this person. It was one of those things to where, do I continue to live my life and do I pursue other people and just, search for endless nothings that are out there kind of thing? Or do I try to actually put my family back together? And this was my one opportunity that I knew that I had to put my family back together, or at least have a chance to.
I can't pinpoint a specific difference that there was, but just being around him, how he acted, how he spoke, I knew that he was different. I knew that things would be different this time around. I was able to trust him immediately. There was never a second thought moving forward of, can I trust him or can I not? I knew from the moment that we were back communicating that he was working towards building a better relationship with God, and he was working towards bettering himself. That gave me the confidence that I needed to move forward.
When we put it back together, we stated the fact that we wanted to do it the godly way, and this is how we were going to do things. And as that started, it snowballed. And when I started giving everything and actually giving everything to God, it snowballed in a good direction, not in a bad direction.
Coming back together and putting our family back together, I would say that my prayer was for God to help keep my eyes open through the process and make sure that my heart wasn't leading me somewhere that wasn't going to be good for us as a whole.
And I think it was God giving me the strength to be the man who I knew I needed to be, and to not falter back to where I had in the past, and just truly give me the strength to be the dad and to be the husband that I knew that I could be. To all the men out there that have crossed the line, almost crossed the line, thought about crossing the line, thought that it ruined your marriage. It did ruin your marriage. Never give up, guys. When I gave everything that I had to God and I truly surrendered my life, God can do miracles, and He did.